this crossroad. You're at this crossroad of your body's changing, your brain is being flooded with emotions, peers become really important, and adults you don't want to rely on. You are seeking friendships and connections and seeking belonging and identity. So of course you're going to experience conflict, but the world tells you good girls are supposed to talk it out and resolve it in a calm way, and they're supposed to be taking care of others and compromising and soft and gentle and never angry. And so if a girl flares out with anger, it's usually what's wrong with you, or you need to calm down, or you're going to be called a bitch, right? They get given all these messages about how they can't access conflict directly. So you're at the same time, here you are at adolescence, and of course you're going to face a lot of conflict. So what do you resort to? You resort to alternative aggression, because direct aggression gets punished. You resort to alternative aggression that allows you to express your aggression in very undercurrent and subtle sort of ways. So you can do it relationally, you can do it indirectly, or you can do it socially. So relational aggression uses relationships, the threat of relationships, or the harming relationships, or the threat of harming relationships to get at the person. So for example, this is what happens when girls will say something to each other like, if you don't do this, I won't be your friend anymore. So they don't know how to ask for what they want or experience that conflict. So what do? They use the relationship as the carrot and stick. They will do things like, when there is a new girl in school and a friend tries to befriend her, you'll try to sabotage the beginning of that relationship. Or if there is if there's a friend you're mad at, instead of talking to the friend that you're angry with them, you talk to somebody else and make it into a bigger thing, and now the two of you are ganging up against this person that you're mad at, with a person that didn't have anything to do with it. So using relationships that way. Indirect aggression allows them to be aggressive and then try to take away the bite by saying things like, I didn't mean it, or kidding, I'm just kidding, or no offense. So girls will say things like, no offense, but that outfit is awful. They will say things like, you are a moron, just kidding. Okay? And it's their way of, I can't access these acts of meanness directly, so I will put in a little caveat and that'll make it all okay. You can't get offended because I didn't mean it. You can't get hurt because I was just kidding. And yet they know the power that it has. And girls on the receiving end talk about how painful it is. And so we need to be able to directly address it with girls. So I often, when girls say things like, gosh, you're a moron, just kidding, I say, I'm sorry, I'm just not getting the joke. Can you tell me what's funny about that? And of course they can't. We need to have them own their stuff. And then social aggression is using somebody's group status and trying to knock them down one notch in a social way, or using the social collective to express that aggression. So it's not one-on-one, but like a group on one. So that can take forms of, let's say you say something mean, and then the girl responds back with, hey, I don't appreciate that, or I don't find that funny. And then you say in front of the group, oh gosh, you're so oversensitive, can you take a joke? So not only have you said something insulting, but when they try to stand up for themselves, you cut them down a notch to say you're not cool enough. Rumors are another way to do this. Is that, again, you don't have to acknowledge the unhappiness or whatever directly to the person. You express it, and it gets carried on, and then it comes back to her via some other channel. When a girl approaches a lunch table and the entire table pretends she's not there, or doesn't acknowledge her, or picks up the tray and leaves, that's social aggression. She can't pinpoint who's the ringleader, but she just knows that she's being excluded and that her group status is very much in jeopardy. And girls can do it in really subtle ways. Like, I do this exercise when I'm working with young women about, can you show me, or can you tell do things like, or like, and they will translate it verbatim, and they all know the message. So they're being loud and clear without saying a word, because they know that if they say it, then they're going to get punished for it. And this is a way to get it across without saying anything. Because when you try to pin a girl down for it, then it's, I didn't do anything. What? I was just looking. I wasn't looking any different.